Well, we have here 2,500 pesos. May we also have Miss Rosalie Abrigo. Ma'am Rosalie Abrigo is fresh from Belgium. Ma'am Rosalie. Ayan, 1,000 pesos from Ninang Rosalie Abrigo. May we also have Mr. and Mrs. Jimmy Ganotisi from Hawaii. Mr. and Mrs. Jimmy Ganotisi of Hawaii. Alright, let's move on to Ma'am Gloria Lara. Ma'am Gloria Lara. Ma'am Gloria Lara. Alright, let's proceed to Mr. and Mrs. Warlito Navarro. Mr. and Mrs. Warlito Navarro. Let's also call on Mr. or should I say Barangay Captain Honorable Alfredo Limin. Barangay Captain Alfredo Limin, sir. May we also have Barangay Kagawad Romel Balikaw. Kagawad Romel Balikaw. Okay, we also have Kagawad Catherine Simon. Honorable Catherine Simon. Yes. You're listening to 90.7 Love Radio. Vision ito. In the rise, morning sun. Okay, dito po si Kagawad Catherine Simon. May we also have Kagawad Junjun Bernabe. Kagawad Teddy Herrera. Na-mention ko, dagiti nga nagan idin. Dagiti dancers, dagiti nga kagawad ka. Aman, sumasala dagito. Madamdama po. Agsasala tayo to. May we also have Kagawad Edwin Bumangla from Barangay Verapo. Kagawad Edwin Bumanglag. And we also have Kagawad Angel Matos. Kagawad Agripina Agcanas. Kagawad Arlene Lagatero. We also have Mr. and Mrs. Edwin Vicente. Dagiti ampo, dagiti Barangay Kagawads, di Barangay Ver, di Ras Ilocos Norte. We also have Mr. and Mrs. Edwin Vicente. Miss Perlita Duluog. Hindi ako ni Ma'am Perlita Duluog. May we also welcome Mrs. Juanita Tolentino. also have here Mrs. Bennett Tagama. Mrs. Bennett Tagama. Mrs. Ofelia Andres. Let us also welcome Mr. and Mrs. Elmer Ababaw. Inakmamit iyawag apo di Mr. and Mrs. Napoleon Lorenzo. Kasama apo ka ni Mr. and Mrs. Jerry Lando Sanchez. We also have here our retired master teacher. We have here Mr. and Mrs. Emelita Basilio. Let's also welcome Mr. and Mrs. Joel Salvatierra. Kasama abo kay ni Mr. and Mrs. Richard Bumanglag and Mr. Eddie De La Cruz. Mr. Eddie De La Cruz. And of course, intay met awagan apo ni Mr. and Mrs. Ismael Eugenio. Andyan na po. What about Mrs. Juliet Ramos? Ma'am Juliet Ramos. I think naibigyan na rin ni Ma'am Felicidad Vicente, right? We also have Ma'am Carol Ballesteros. Ma'am Carol Ballesteros. Likewise with Ma'am Delia Pagad. Ma'am Delia Pagad, please. Kasabit apo ken ni Ma'am Estrelita de la Rosa na iproksyan apo to'y nalasbang nga anak na. Diyatanan apo, magmagnan. Fresh from Europe. May I also call in Simonette Ceredon. Simonette Ceredon. Likewise with Mrs. Alicia Albano. Likewise with Ma'am Teresita de la Cruz from Hong Kong. What about a big hand for Mrs. Helen Valenzuela? May we also have Mrs. Cecilia Matulin. May we also welcome Ma'am Pasita Acob. Ma'am Pasita Acob. Mrs. Emerencia Aguinaldo from Hawaii. Napalan niyan timin. And Emerencia Aguinaldo from Hawaii. We also have Miss and Mrs. Sarlito Lorenzo. Ma'am Thelma Navarro. Mrs. Trinidad Solquiano. Ma'am Trinidad Solquiano, are you here? Adakati ma'am, please come up the stage. Together with Mr. and Mrs. Ernie Baliklik. Again, Mr. and Mrs. Ernie Baliklik. All right. Don't forget to get your souvenirs from this table, kakabsat. No, maawat tayo may awat tayo, regalo tayo kada Cecil and Francis. Let's also welcome on stage Miss Imelda Agacer. Ma'am Imelda Agacer. Ayun. Let's also welcome Ma'am Warlita Lungog. Ma'am Warlita Lungog. A big hand also for Ma'am Annabel Rumbawa. Ma'am Annabel Rumbawa, and of course, Ma'am Charita Agamata. Ma'am Charita Agamata, na ba naging batchmates ni Ate Cecil? Ito yan, Apo. Ayan yon. Yung ato yung mantiima yung Apo. Ayan, doon yung piyesa yung madamdama, Apo. Kasamit, Apo, kay ni Mr. and Mrs. Sherwin Sugitan. Ayan. Ma'am Grace, our balikbayan friend from Hawaii. Kasamit, Apo, kay ni Ma'am Melissa Batallones. Digiti, Apo, ti Teaching Force iti Vera Elementary School. We also have Ma'am Lailani Sarmiento. Pananimanang Lanin ay di dyan Apo, fresh from Hawaii. In a comment